Hi everybody. So we're going to get started on your homework tonight. So basically what we did today was we were calculating straight time pay, which is what it means when we get paid hourly for our job. So we talked about today how part-time jobs are pretty common to get paid hourly. So the more hours you work, the more that you get paid. So what we're going to calculate here is our straight time pay using the information that they give us. So the first problem says Mason earns $17.65 per hour. He worked 40 hours last week. What was his straight time pay? So the first thing you always want to do when you're calculating this is to write down our formula. So we know that straight time pay is equal to your hourly rate times the hours worked. And the rest is pretty easy. So all you have to do is just plug in these two numbers. So we're looking for some number times some number. So if you look at this problem, our hourly rate is $17.65. And the amount of hours that Mason worked this week was 40. It's as simple as that. You just plug it in. So now that we have the numbers, we can obviously use our calculator to solve this. So let me just pull up the calculator real quick. Okay, so the first number we had was $17.65, and we're multiplying that by 40. So our final answer is 706. And just make sure, because this is a payment, this is how much this person is getting paid, we need to make sure we put a dollar sign in front of it. So it's $706. That's it. Simple as that. Moving on to the next one. Julia earns $22.22 per hour. What is her straight time pay for a 36-hour week? So once again, we're writing down our formula, which is hourly rate times hours worked. All right, let's start with our hourly rate. So our hourly rate in this problem is $22.22. And our hours worked is 36. So once again, we are going to our calculator to multiply. We're starting with the amount, $22.22, and we're multiplying that by 36 hours. So altogether, we have 799 and 92 cents. That's how much Julia makes after working 36 hours that week. Okay? All right, well, let's go to our last one. So here it says Adam earns $10.50 per hour. Last week he worked 20.25 hours, and this week he worked 28.50 hours. As a little review of what we talked about today, when it comes to time and math, they typically will write hours and minutes as decimals. But when you look at this 20.25 hours, remember that does not mean 20 hours and 25 minutes. What that actually means is 0.25 is like a quarter, or 25%, and 25% of an hour is just 15 minutes. So that's 20 hours and 15 minutes, whereas opposed this one here, 28.50 means 28 hours and 30 minutes, because 30 is half, which is 50%, half of an hour. Okay, you don't need to convert it when you plug it in. It's just something to keep in mind. So we want to know how much he is going to make for 2 weeks. So we have to do this twice, not once. Okay, so let's start with week 1. And we're using our same formula again. Hourly rate times hours worked. So hourly rate is not going to change. So in this case, our hourly rate was $10.50. And we're only talking about the first week. So last week he worked 20.25. Again, you don't have to convert it. So we're going to multiply these two numbers. We're going to see how much he makes after week 1. So we're taking 10.50 times 20.25. Okay, so this is how much he makes after last week. We will have to round a little bit. So I'm going to leave this as 212.625. We have to round. There's too many numbers after the decimal, and we only want 2. So we want to round this number right here. We're going to look at the next door neighbor. It's a 5, meaning it's 5 or more, so we raise the score. So that 2 that I underlined needs to now turn into a 3. Okay, so this is how much after week 1. Let's go to week 2 now. Week 2, same formula. Hourly rate is staying the same. It's still $10.50, but this time he worked how many hours? It wasn't 20.25, it was 28.50. So we're going to multiply once again. 10.50 times 28.50. So we don't have to round, thankfully, so we get to keep this number the way it is. $2.99 and 25 cents. Okay, a little sloppy, I'm sorry. All right, so finally we want to know, what is his total straight time pay for 2 weeks? When we hear the word total, we know we need to add. So whatever you got for week 1, we're going to add to whatever we got for week 2. So in week 1, we got this number right here, 212.63. And for week 2, we got this number here. So we're going to add 299.25. All right, so last but not least, we're going to our calculator. And we're going to add 212 and 63 cents. Oh, sorry. Plus 299.25. Okay, so let's see what that gives us. $511.88. That's how much Adam makes after 2 weeks. Oh, no, it wasn't 98, it was 88. Sorry. And that's our final answer. That's it. Okay, so hourly rate is pretty straightforward. You're just going to multiply how much they make an hour with how many hours they worked, and you're done. All right, guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.